Hello everyone, welcome back to StarMade, where we're working on our wonderful space outpost. Haven't really come up with a name beyond just Outpost for this thing. If you guys want to come up with some sort of sci-fi name, it's not really the genre I'm best at, so I'll let you guys name this for sure, because anything I say might just sound stupid. Let's see, we're working on this area here. And what this is our military district, and it has this little overhang where the docking is going to be, and this is so people can kind of direct the lighter ships that we have to dock into their docking base. And then the control tower, of course, brings them in from space and then directs them over here. That place would take over for that. And then this control tower kind of mainly controls this hangar for the really light fighters and things that are going to be way smaller than our ship over here. It's going to be red and white. So instead of black and white over here, this one's going to be red, white, with blue lights on the outside, purple lights on the inside to try and give it some type of color hue change as we go around. This, as I said, the command center for the military district. This room's going to be a logistics. This room right here is going to be a mess hall, I believe. And then this is going to be the very large military med bay on the surface. And the barracks is probably going to be underground. And I don't know how I want to try and fit that in just yet. I might have to put a staircase kind of just connecting off somewhere else. Or something. I don't quite know at this time, but I do want to show you guys what it looks like without the lighten mode on in build mode, so you can see it's not nearly as pink as when we're just flying around in build mode like this. So from the outside it looks completely different. And we're going to be adding on the skeleton ribbing that's around the structure after we lay out all of these basic forms. So let's do that, and I'm going to go ahead and set up a symmetry build plane here because I want to have some height variation for sure. In fact, we might add a second floor somewhere, not over this area specifically, but this spot right here. It needs something to kind of break up the top, just so it's not quite as flat. This whole lighten mode kind of blinds me when I'm working in these colored blocks. And it can be pretty hard to see. That's okay. That's okay. So I think up here we're going to have some type of skylight or something. Let's see. How about bring it down the middle, and then we'll do a break. Kind of walk it down like this, and then I'm thinking shape such as that would be pretty cool to have on the roof for our skylight of some kind. Alright, and all the lighting is breaking due to one, symmetry mode. Looks a little weird with that grid there, and then also it's kind of coming evening, so you can see all the shadows trying to update really quick. In lighten mode does not help with that at all. Let's see here, we have that. Then let's go ahead and do some work here. If I can bring this across the top. And then somehow make it bend right there. Actually, just have it bend at this point. It might look okay. Ugh, it just looks so salmon colored. Looks a little silly. Right, and walk this down that edge. Boom. That'll go over there. Now you can quickly kind of change the direction a block is facing by holding Alt and just scrolling with your mouse. And there's a little window up here. In case you guys haven't noticed that just yet, that is how I'm doing that. So let's bring these up. Then over, I guess. And then this kind of octagon shape. I have no idea what I'm doing. Sci-fi is not my jive. And something like that might look okay. Then if I'm able to, you know, this just might be too tall at this point. And I might try and make this whole upper area thing kind of that white structure, and let's see, turn off light and mode while it's in daytime, because that's hurting my eyes. Let's do that, and that, and that, and there. Come on, get rid of these. Building is a process, people. It's not something you get good at overnight, and it's not something that is very easy and not very time consuming. So let's bring this up. I'm gonna have to like invert this or something. Not quite the same shape, but something similar maybe. Okay, I need to turn on symmetry mode again. I don't know why I keep turning it off. I'm working on a symmetrical structure. I don't recommend building without it. So that might look okay. Just something like that. And then we can just do a simple cross member here. Get this to face down. Run that all the way over. I don't like this area like at all, so we'll get rid of them. Turn on light mode again, because now it's becoming hard to see. It's not something I can win today, folks. It's a lot harder on the eyes than looking at just black and white. Anyways, let's go ahead and raise up this area. Flip these around. Do that. Get this and upside down. Is that right? I have a feeling that's not right. That is. And come on, rotate the way I want you. Thank you. There we go. So now we have this kind of weird bulbous shape that's going to happen. I don't know if I like that. I'm gonna have to go and buy a special kind of glass to make this whole section make sense. And then also try and do something to just wrap that around flush to the building. I have no idea. No idea at all. Go ahead and run a strip this way though. So essentially what I'm hoping to do is finish up this room and then the logistics room and get their outside sculpted for you guys. In the next episode we'll do these back 2 rooms, maybe a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit of a 2-part build to get this military district, at least the shell, completed. Let's see, I need to put this there so it's nice and smooth. Then also let's put our ramps in up to this level. That looks alright. Really have to decide on how to handle this thing. I could continue the shape all the way around and make it like a half circle or half sphere, but that just makes no sense. And I'm gonna go ahead and try and figure all this stuff off camera so you guys can kind of come back to at least a halfway decent looking building, and probably call the episode there. So be right back. Okay guys, so I finished a lot of the outer shell, or at least the initial parts for what we're trying to do in the military district. I also brought the bridge over from the control tower to where I think the elevator is going to be. It looks a little weird right now, but the bridge is missing a lot of details that I'll be adding as well. Some more struts and support columns to just make it look a little bit more part of the actual structure rather than just this floating path that people will be taking. So I'm going to be showing you guys just on foot how everything kind of looks. So you'll come up here and you'll notice that drastic color shift from just black and white to red. And right now the internal lights are blue because I didn't like how the purple looked, and I'm gonna have to go through and find different lights. Maybe yellow. Yellow might look good. But there's a few windows at the moment so you can see out. This is where the elevator up to the walkway is going to be. And then this right here is going to be the control room. And then this is going to be the upper level of the control room. And you can walk out onto the glass. Really good view. I'm missing some blocks here because I don't have the correct blocks to seal this off just yet. I need to make a trip to the shop. But it will be an angled section and nice and smooth. So, but you can see how everything will look just out the window now. which will be pretty cool, especially once we start working on details of the hangar bay and how all this is going to start working. There's going to be a lot left to do. It's going to be a long process. We have this kind of upper skylight area. Doesn't have windows just yet. I actually ran out of window pieces, but it will definitely have a window. A lot of kind of outer skeleton workings are being completed, and we'll just go ahead and drop down here. And in here, this is going to be the logistics room. The room ended up being a little weird to make, and I don't know why, but you know, everything is work in progress until the whole thing is done, and I'm sure things will get revisited as we continue. I do want to show you guys what it looks like from a build block. Here is the extended ramp, by the way, up here, and this will take us all the way to this structure. Still not 100% sold on it, but it's alright. I need to come up with good ways to arch this area maybe, and then arch this area just so it looks a lot more supported. Anyways, if we head over here kind of towards our light fighter where we parked it, I want to show you guys a quick flyby view. Just pop open the cockpit and hop in here, go to build mode so I can shut the door. There we go. I love that sliding action. And up we go. So you guys can see what we have here. Definitely a change in style, which is pretty good to have for the different districts. I'm going to probably be adding some antenna dishes, or just some type of antenna arrays on top of the structure sparsely as well. Maybe some sort of beacon. Cool thing is, from the top, just on top of the command, it just looks like a little bit of a skull, which is kind of cool. Not really planned, it just kind of turned out that way. When you start working symmetrical, you start repeating shapes and things like that. This view shows off a little bit more of a completed look, I guess, so you can see it with the rest of the structure. And it's starting to shape up pretty nice. But as I said, a lot of work to do. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We are really close to 700 subscribers right now. And so make sure you guys, you can ask me any questions in any of my videos, and I will try to answer them for that 700 subscriber special video that I'll do. It's a big Q&A. And then also, you know, you can ask me on Twitter. Twitter.com/Uthris, just like my YouTube page. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.